Hello, welcome to the next stream.
Ready for a tour of Docktown? Stick with me.
The relic the Viper gave us responds to the missing one.
And it is. It should pick up places where the missing relic disrupted the Veil. Find a trail of those and we'll get somewhere.
There's treasure!
Hello, hello.
So you live in Docktown?
My whole life. Unless I'm away on a case. Or crashing in the Fade.
This place is calmer when the palace
What's a dog?
isn't trying to kill us.
I'm gonna pet a dog.
Oh, sure.
Not
We're just
pet a kitty.
chasing a
I
dangerous
think it's
relic
petting
through the
a
street.
kitty.
Right. Sorry.
Oh, no.
Oh, sorry.
I was half agreeing with you.
Okay, I can't pet the kitty. I can't pet the kitty. I can pet a stupid dog. I can't pet a cat.
Aha! The relic's pulling toward the Temple of Andraste.
What's down this way? Okay. Barrier. And some treasure. And some barrels I must match. Match. I can't express it fun. I guess I'll just cut the cats.
The demons, they...
I should have brought what's his nose with me.
But you're all right, right?
Yeah, I'll be fine, but it could be more. Hey, where's...
I don't know.
What happened? It's locked down, sir. Keep it under control. Yes, sir.
What's wrong with everybody?
Locked. We need another way in.
Right. On it.
Wait, are we breaking into a chantry?
The courtyard's public ground, and we can't lose the trail.
The lockdown matter under control. Take your prayers elsewhere. That's okay, we can pet. Purring. You can feel it. In the controller. Good kitty.
Is this what you do for the shadow dragons when you aren't with us?
I look for things. People, objects, information. People have problems that Templars and Magisters can't help. Or won't. Word got out I might. It's enough to live on. If it doesn't get me killed.
And not the well-blood. Those lost to us throughout our glorious history, whether claimed by victory, tragedy, or even ever onward march of time, the light to remember the dead may they shine in Eternum. Eternum? Spirit? That's old girl. Apologies for the choppy frame rate. I think this is just a very, I think either rain and sunlight just kind of. Are taxing anything?
Bodies in the courtyard.
Stay sharp.
Let us smash! Let us smash! Oh, there we go. That's what she said. Marcus, I've been delayed at the chantry. This is the time to gather the records we requested. I'm sitting on the steps as I write this. No one's branded for the courtyard and gave me a weird look. I'll take care of this letter, but I'll find someone else. I wish your sisters would hurry. I'll be very late, and wait for me at the lamplighter. I'll be there. Simple.
Killed. Based on the marks, I'd say demons.
These poor people.
Uh-huh. Okay, There's the rip of the veil.
Demons! Is this the relic's work?
It's not a coincidence. Don't cross Harding. The relic we're chasing, it's unstable.
Leaving chaos behind it.
This isn't the only market left on the Veil. I can feel it. Find that, and we may get more.
Didn't pick that. Be a shortcut later. Make noises, maybe.
Is this what we're after?
Let me take a look.
Ooh, cool. What I'm after is what I'm.
You got it.
There's the hunch.
Relic. Courtyard. Back way.
What was that?
It's a remnant. An echo from the Fade drawn to magical disruptions. If the relic drew it here, the voice could be a memory of the smuggler. Courtyard's quiet, fewer eyes, so you cut through here, where there's a path to the market. Follow me.
Okay.
Enchantment on the entrance. I can get it.
Enchantment!
Sure thing. All right, follow me. You know,
How
I
about you
took
follow
this
me?
job. It's on me, and the Venatori cult's no joke. If anyone wants out,
We're here to help. Besides, you promised us a tour.
it's fair warning.
The threads took care of it.
They keep trouble away. You've got to give them that.
You think he's acting different? Yeah, I don't know. There's demons loose.
Do I need to fucking turn the graphics settings down just for this one area of the game? block in place with their road.
The relic was close. Find another remnant, and we might learn more.
I feel like guards are just looking at it. I'm stealing leaves. Okay, not a problem. Breaking property.
Up there. Is that another remnant?
How are we gonna get up there?
There's always a way to get places.
So many people in Minrathis. Don't you get lost in the crowd?
Sometimes that's just what you want.
Coin doesn't go as far as it used to.
Why are we still wearing this? Kitty, sorry. Watch out for my blade.
Be well.
May I browse your wares?
Shiny things for beautiful people.
I still don't understand how we buy gold.
Huh. You understand the appeal of a good accessory.
Paintings, tapestries, floor coverings. Beautify any space.
Silver? Gold? Gemstones?
Everyone deserves a cozy living space.
Hey, any news?
Navgalis, are you after the demons?
I'm after a few things. You got anything?
Heard some people talking. I think one was a Venatori. I didn't get a good look. I took off before they saw me.
Smart move. Stay safe.
Interest you in a tapestry?
Baubles, ornaments, trinkets, all handmade.
Anyone strange poking around the market?
You mean more than usual? Actually, maybe. The smuggler who supplies Miro, she's acting weird. Took off, though. Couldn't tell you where.
Got it.
There's so much on display. If it's not brought in, won't someone take it?
If a stand's not watched, there's a nasty spell on the most valuable item. And a random one, just for fun.
Right. I guess that makes sense.
weapons. Armor. Fashionable robes?
Thanks so much. I just, like, talk about how I just finished watching Sailor Moon Crystal today. As someone who's only watched a few episodes from season 1 of the original show, I can say it has. I can see how people talk about the watch order of Sailor Moon suggest that you start with the original series. Because even though Crystal is a remake of the original series, it's incredibly condensed. It's just sort of a focused on on Sailor Moon Crystal. It's focused on like the core arc of each of the first 3 seasons of Sailor Moon, at least from what I can gather. It's heavily condensed. Like, basically, each season of Sailor Moon, or at least the ones I own so far, have about, like, 40 episodes. Like, it is very much, I'd say, there's a degree of quantity over quality. From what I see of the original show. So, like, that made me feel like, okay, well, Crystal is the more condensed version. The thing is that Crystal has the opposite problem of, like, sure, the animation quality is better and it's faster paced. But faster pacing is also kind of a problem because there's a lot to take in each season.
I also sell maps
And there's no,
for those with wanderers' hearts.
There's not a lot of breathing room. Oh, I think we're backtracking already.
A single piece can transform an entire room.
I shouldn't buy something for myself right now, but maybe something small.
Everything you see is made right.
How about a painting? A portrait?
Yeah, basically, I recommend Sailor Moon Crystal to fans of the original series who want to experience it in a more condensed format with higher quality animation. It's not terrible for new fans, per se. I'd actually say my favorite seasons of all of them is probably the third one. I mean, part of it might be that it introduces Sailor Uranus, who is very non-binary coded. From what I've heard, more non-binary coded than
demons in the streets tonight.
Than the original show. Potentially intersex coded too. So I'm sure there's certain types of Rule 34
remnants ahead.
related to Uranus based on. Like, even though the creator, it's interesting, at least it's a translation of the manga, of the original manga, she is described as being both male and female. Yet the creator of the manga kind of contradicts herself. The mangaka kind of contradicts the text of her own manga by saying that Uranus is just a butch lesbian. And not meant to be interpreted as non-binary or...
Handoff. Third bell. Late.
Bells ring when ships go in and out. Could be using them for timing, near the docks. I think our smuggler's on a deadline. The Relic's pull agrees. Let's visit the docks.
Decorations? Beautiful things to bring warmth and joy.
Other adornments.
Oh, now we can pull the lever.
Feel free to browse.
Elevator's locked. Someone forgot to bribe the dockmaster. Still up for a walk? This isn't the only way to the docks.
I think
That's a good shot. All right, then we'll meet there.
But basically, Uranus is described as being both male and female. Now, possibly that is what do we do? Oh. Okay.
Got it.
Possibly that's I don't know if the creator ever mentioned the interpretation, ever spoke on the interpretation that Uranus is intersex or anything like that.
I'm guessing you know all the shortcuts in Docktown. All its secrets?
No. If someone thinks they know all Docktown secrets, they're either kidding themselves or scamming you.
Or they, I guess, could be... I think they might be more... If you interpret Uranus as being gender, I guess, like I am, I suppose. She still pertains. I think Uranus is referred to with both pronouns, and they don't seem to mind either. So, like whether or not they prefer they is unconfirmed. So maybe I should just refer to her as her or him. Hey, so many things to smash. Can we even equip? I guess we can equip heavy armor. I don't know if we want to equip heavy armor. There's so many jars. More jars! Oh, dearie me! I have breaking things though, CD. When I think things that can't be broken, I must break them. Especially if they have goodies in them. Cinnamon Crystal, it doesn't have a lot of breathing room. Like, there's a little bit at the beginning of each season.
On the black market.
You think it's got blood magic? I've heard some rumors.
I don't know, not for sure, but I got a bad feeling.
I will say my biggest complaint about the original Sailor Moon is that it seems to take forever to introduce any of the other scouts. Like, it's just Usagi for several episodes. And Tuxedo Mask, I guess.
Come on. This path will swing back to the docks.
My other complaint about Crystal is that, and maybe this is because of the condensed nature of the show, but the relationship with Tuxedo Mask feels very like unearned, maybe, because it's like, okay, like. Like, she's attracted to him, obviously, early on. I can buy that. But then, like, it just, like, revealed that they're reincarnations of lovers that are involved in the whole plot, and then they're destined to be together. So, like, there's no getting to know each other, establishing chemistry. Why won't you break? It's a bit of concrete or something.
More demons.
Huh?
We can't leave him loose. Good work, Ned.
Got us at a distance.
Longer that relic's in Docktown.
These are my neighbors. That relic can stay in my town. Got through that.
The Inquisition
wait
had
a
to
minute.
deal with the Venatori.
Ah, yes. The cult speaks fondly of you.
That's, really?
You were a thorn in their side. I'd say that's flattery.
Well, this is very strong wood. Okay, so this is just... Why are we even allowed to come in here? Whatever. Another kitty. It's only the Siamese ones that we seem to be allowed to pet. if I don't get back to watch the original show, I'm very much tempted to look up just a guide to which episodes like are the must-watch episodes, and just go through them. Because a lot of them are Monster of the Week. Using companions' abilities with Delirium Dagger. Oh, they can be called for help with Delirium Dagger even when they're not present in the party. You're telling me now.
Here goes nothing.
The Freds aren't the only racket in town. When word spreads, Coil will come to me. Demons take one look at me and run. Tight arrangement, and who's going to argue with me then? Not sure why the demon wants a cut. No golden fade is there, but it insists. Whatever, I'm in control.
Was this protection racket run by a demon?
Every third person runs a scam here. Guess the demon wanted in.
Did... people know that's who they were paying?
Oh no, there are more of us than them. Bring the light.
Demons? Buy the supplies.
I barely got away. And not without bruises.
Can't wait till we finish this
Venatori?
mission, because
You're serious?
It's getting bold again.
I am serious, and don't call me Shirley. Or don't call me Venatori.
Some grub.
Home sweet home.
Also,
Enjoying the tour?
let's see, the theme song for the first 2 seasons by Memorial Clover Bay is really catchy. It's an earworm that's currently on loop in my head.
We're getting closer.
interface to talk about. It is. Some thoughts I've had about my gender identity. I think I've discussed this stuff before. I've been doing like research into like that's for pangender has been like the closest thing to like how I would say I personally identify. Just kind of a mix of everything. But I still kind of look at some of the other options. Out of curiosity and just... Oh, I guess we're supposed to be going this way. Oh well. Hopefully I haven't missed any important, Can I pet you? Yeah, why not? It's kind of like my cat. Not sure, but it's a tabby, like from a texture anyway. No, it looks more like a marble cat, like a calico. I think there's a not sure if I call it calico. Like a tortoiseshell, maybe? I can't remember what the exact term is. Look, I'm not an expert on cat breeds. But yeah, I've been trying to find a particular gender identity that would be, because at least like my pronouns are based on how I'm presenting myself. Primarily. So like right now, I'm, as indicated below, a she they. But IRL, I'm a bit more of a he they, because that's just how I look and how I present myself IRL. So like, what would that be? And like, one of the things terms I found is gender shift. Which, well, okay, there's two terms that kind of come close to it. The more common is gender fluid, but that doesn't really work for me because it's not like my overall sense of identity shifts per se. For one. And gender fluidity seems to be defined by the idea that your sense of gender identity shifts from day to day, from moment to moment. And it's not really necessarily in your control. And in fact, I think the idea of it is that it kind of isn't. Like, it just depends on your mood. Where, for me, it depends on whether I'm streaming or not. Okay, this... Oh, this is a different cat. This is more of a tuxedo cat. Tuxedo cat, we meet again.
And then there's gender shift, which is connected to dissociative identity disorder and other dissociative identities. And that doesn't make sense. Like, I don't dissociate. Or, well, at least not in any kind of unhealthy way. Like, I zone out sometimes, but I don't really... That has more to do with my autism and ADHD than anything else. And my mom used to have dissociative identity disorder, but it's been like fully integrated for quite some time. I won't go into any more detail from that out of valuing her privacy. Like, I've researched that a lot, and that's like not what I have. Melody is more of, or Endie Melody as I'm calling myself now, is more of a persona than a personality. If that makes any sense. It's more of a representation of the feminine aspects of my own personality than some construct I just, than like some like segmented off part of my brain that I let take control.
You bet.
Soon, the buyer. Meeting.
Right, a meeting, but where? The trail's starting to fray.
You're out her. Nice relic. Shouldn't it belong to the Veilguard?
Not a chance.
Nice one! Nice, Rook!
Slow down.
Oh, looks like we have company.
What, more company?
Is everyone all right? Nev, you're back in the city.
Templarana Savas. Don't say you missed me.
I wasn't going to.
Really? Because I heard there's a relic loose. With red lyrium?
How do you... Never mind. You can't say. You never can.
Rook, meet my friend Rana. At least I think we're friends.
Yes. And Rook, if you're with Nev, I take it I can trust you?
I'd like to think so.
All right. If you have anything on the relic...
I thought Templars worked against mages.
This isn't the South. I work to stop illegal magic, that's all.
You're working the case alone?
Not if you help. There's a rumor the relic trades hands tonight, and Albin Bataris is the buyer.
A Magister's son. Interesting. I should get moving.
Nev?
I get the feeling you two have stories.
And they all start like this.
With me annoying you? Harsh, but fair. Look, you're busy. We just got attacked, which means you won't leave until you're sure no one else is lurking around.
And you won't wait.
What can I say? Work to do.
Where are you going?
For a walk to the spillway.
I'll catch up when I'm done.
If you say so. Our trail is frayed, but the spillway's our best bet. Let's go.
I wonder if I should ask Chat GTP. At some point, like, describe my rough framework of gender identity.
I'll make sure there's no one else here.
And see what Chat GPT or Google's AI, Gemini or whatever the heck it's called, makes of it. There are so many gender identities out there. To the point where I use the pangender tag on there, and people are like, "What's pangender?"
Rana's not a shadow
Like I
dragon.
could literally.
So you work with Templars too?
Rana's clean and her information's good. The rest? Only when I have to.
And the spillway?
Rana mentioned Albin Bataris, and she doesn't share rumors unless they're likely. Albin's father oversaw some construction there. If he's visiting this part of town, that narrows the search.
Enter request. Usual orders to Selwyn, the Dockmaster, and Damas. Leave a charm shipment tonight. I'll still pay full. People are asking weird questions, and there's demons loose. Just get home. Also, I don't know. I've mentioned this before. Not a thing I have. Not sure. Like I talked about the idea that I don't necessarily say, wouldn't necessarily call myself a femboy. But part of the reason for that is that femboys, I think, are basically just cross-dressing VTubers, from what I understand. Like, their avatars are, and I don't really watch. I don't really follow any fanboy VTubers anyway. But like, from what Google told me when I searched for it, yeah, basically it's just kind of people who identify as male, but use avatars that have feminine clothing. Uh-oh. I'm hearing meows. Oh, okay. I must admit that I find it kind of weird I don't know. Like, I don't want to be judgmental, but it just Like, to me, doing things that exist outside of the gender binary, like, I feel almost makes you somewhat non-binary, at least.
A barrier. They don't want people getting near the deal. Find the unshielded crystals and we're through.
At the same time, I guess I don't want to gatekeep or reverse gatekeep, maybe? Like, what would that be? Would that be what might be referred to as reverse gatekeeping? I'm not sure if I've ever heard the term reverse gatekeeping, but like it's like, well, it can work as both, I guess, gatekeeping and reverse gatekeeping. Um, like,
That's one down.
Like, it's kind of my sense that, like, you have to be non-binary to have interest in wearing women's clothing when you otherwise like, if you're assigned male at birth and are interested in wearing women's clothing, then you must be non-binary. Or that you have to, but it's kind of gatekeeping in a way. You have to consider yourself non-binary to be assigned male at birth and want to wear women's clothing. So, like, I that's like a form of gatekeeping, I guess. But it's also kind of reverse gatekeeping because it's like, I welcome you as a fellow non-binary. Or I'm forcing you to identify as non-binary. I don't know. Gender identity is a very weird thing. Anyway, the French time syndicate hates the cult as a rule, but I don't know. Things have been weird. Don't get mixed up in anything, just lay them.
Must be one left.
Yeah, I guess what I'm saying ultimately is, like, identify as what you identify as.
That's it. We can cut through the barrier now. We need to keep moving.
I just can't help but be a little disappointed that
Voices. There's someone up ahead.
Albin Bataris. Your relic.
Gods rise and power with them. For the glory of Tevinter reborn.
Albin's our buyer, and a Venatori. Sounds like the cult is working for the gods.
You're supposed to
I can't help but be disappointed that.
Just a taste.
Could you shut up for a moment? Like, I can't help but feel a little disappointed that, like, it makes more people who are part of the same clan. Or something like that. Maybe. I'm sure there are at least some femboys out there who also identify as non-binary. I think it would be gatekeeping to say that, like, all femboys need to consider themselves male. to qualify as a femboy. I think that would be more keeping than anything. I have to use any term for myself, it would be girly man. There's a distinction, okay? Like maybe that could be like my gender identity.
He's using it now?
If it's not already.
We need to get closer. We can't let him bolt. We have a relic buyer. The Venatori don't need that relic.
You're here to stop me. You can't stop the Venatori. This power.
Well, what? Impress a risen god. Can you even control it?
Shut up!
What? Are you kidding me?
Nicely done, Nev.
The Venatori's power is on the rise, and this part's mine.
You're not keeping that relic.
You won't be releasing any more demons.
And you're the smuggler. I know you. You're part of the Thread Crime Syndicate. Smuggling, sure. But Red Lyrium. Working with Venatori. It's not your style.
Here they are. My son is no cultist. He was completely misled. I appreciate your help, Knight Commander. Let's go.
Nice try. The Venatori rise.
You know he's guilty. How much did it cost the Magister?
Watch it, Gallus, or you'll be charged.
With what? I tie something up and you undo it. Isn't this familiar?
Save the sob story. We got the smuggler. Or do you want Bataris to release her, too?
I'll find a way to fix this.
Damn it.
So that's a day in Minrathous.
Like all the rest.
And here I thought we'd say hello to the Shadow Dragons and be on our way.
Someone's a dreamer. We got the relic, and the smuggler. The Shadows will watch the cult. If that leads to the gods, they'll send word. It's not perfect, but count your wins. You don't always get them, especially here.
It wasn't a perfect ending, but Docktown was safe. From tonight's demons, anyway. Nev's past was coming back to haunt her. She just didn't know it yet.
Oh, you're trying to Dragon lead a tip or a Templar contact, Rana. Nev stopped Vittori Alvin Bateris from claiming a dangerous blood. But the involvement of the Fred crime syndicate took them by surprise. Working with the cult's not their style. What's worse, Bateris' rich father bribed his son out of trouble. Nev wasn't happy, but that's her life in Manor Rapids. She takes the wins she can get. Contain breakdowns of complex experience, giving detailed notes and scroll the margins, helping put shot leads.
I should see what Nev has to say. If you want a more comfortable space, I'm sure there's empty rooms we haven't found yet.
I'd rather be somewhere I can smell soil and plants. Familiar, you know?
I do.
You could, like, get an actual bed moved in here, maybe. More decorated than I remember getting before. Hey, Mel.
Oh, Rook! Good to see you. Irilyn and Strife sent word. Some of the artifacts we have in storage are acting up. They need a hand to make sure they stay calmed and don't rip a hole in reality. Anyways, we can go whenever you're ready.
The Shadow Dragons have a hideout in Docktown. We should check in, see if there's news on the Venatori.
Already?
They work fast, and with that relic case off their hands, they'll work even faster. Meet you in Docktown.
Third Westburn? He has a quest first too.
Rook, Ilario sent word. He's got intel on Zara. He wants to meet up. Fancy a trip to Treviso?
Sounds like fun.
That's it? Okay. Copy with the crew. Hmm. There's fashionable robes. Still can't recolor them though. Okay, so we can equip. There we go. We turn the appearance off. Okay.
Normally, my advice on befriending abominations would be don't. In this case, just keep an eye on him.
Let's try to go back to that one town where we can like upgrade the shop and stuff. Exactly, sell things there. In addition to buying. I think we might have some quests that we can do in that area too, so. I was just changing our party. We just want to gathering our party. Where's our fast travel thing? Fast travel thingy. Is it? Crossroads? That's where we are. What the heck? Where's that one place? Hmm.
Onward, dweller.
Location where we first met Morgan. How do we get back?
The spirits are returning.
And thriving again. Good for them.
yeah, we have all fucking full.
How did you get so good at fixing illuvians?
Oh, it's mostly a survival thing. Accidentally release a couple demons or rile up the local wildlife with misdirected magic a few times and you learn what not to do.
Oh.
We should mark it on the map. How do we get down? Ah! Okay, find an inaccessible door. Is there a way around the inaccessible door? Or... Uncovered beacons? Merchants in here?
What do spirits spend money on? Never mind. What do you have?
Dweller, this binding can be thwarted. Find the answer.
Champion's essence? Hmm. Wee! Ow. Hmm.
I see what unbinds. Bring it, the gods shall be denied.
I'm on it.
Okay. What does that do for us? We've crossed the streams! Oh no!
You've met Strife in Ireland before, right?
Varric and I did. We passed through Arlothan Forest while we were searching for Solus. Strife and Irulan helped us navigate the Fade.
Oh, I heard about that. Spatial anomalies and time loops. I wish I could have seen it.
Varric hated it so much, being outdoors and all. And when the outdoors is upside down and lost in time and you're harassed by spirits wearing your face, well...
Oh, that would be a nightmare for anyone, I think.
Tribito, okay. A stack town. Okay, okay. Oh, come on. Really? Open from the other side. Okay. That's where we came in. Yes, well. Hello? Sir? 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 This is how we go back, isn't it? I think it is. Is it freaking glitched? How do we unglitch it? Are we just death? We just death loop ourselves? Okay, that's definitely a glitch. Have we accessed our quest log? Veilguard, Veilguard. I know it's attention. It's in the map screen. Journal. Hopefully it's our fed forest. Find a way to artifact. I think that's where we have that one town. Kidding.
The dock's been fixed. The caretaker must be regaining control of the crossroads.
That's amazing, James. No Illuvian connection has been varying fragments. One always leads to another, so listen how...
Are you one spirit who moves around, or different spirits who all look the same?
As needed, Dweller.
Right.
The deeper currents.
That scent. I can't place it.
That's my ma's apple cake, but how?
Could be magic from the ancient elves.
Gotcha.
The Ontom here?
What's that chest? Oh.
Watch ahead. Left side.
Didn't even know what hit him.
First the Crossroads Guardians, and now the Ontom. Stay alert.
Not jumping.
Dweller, this binding can be thwarted. Find the answer.
Trouble coming.
Coming at range.
We're Veilguard, baby.
Look, the statue that controls those bridges is broken.
Those statues were built to last, but that just means they stay messed up for longer.
Doesn't matter. We can figure this out.
As I was saying,
Lace, I was just thinking about this old elven lullaby. It goes, Irsa telnal, mithalas matheneras.
Did you say Isatunal?
I didn't, but it sounded like that, didn't it? I knew you'd catch that.
That's Elven. What does it mean?
We don't really know. It's an old lullaby with old words. Irsa telnal might mean I'm empty, full of nothing, if I had to guess. I don't know why I brought it up. Here we go!
You guys were trying to have a conversation.
Careful, ahead.
We got company. Eat it quick.
Oh, need to face that thing? Activate something? Read that bridge up there? Cool. Endless void. I need to look for other stationary statues.
Uh-huh. 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 Uh-huh.
Look at the windows. You can imagine the colors in sunlight. Careful ahead.
More undead. It's not good. Gods must have plans for them here, too.
Nice moves. Excellent form, Brooke. Great work, Harding. Still alive? Still alive.
I'm still alive with science. With magic and science. Okay, this undead fight. And a chest, I think. It's nice amount of gold.
Careful ahead. They're at range. Good one.
Since when did the Antom fight alongside undead? The gods must have cooked up some really juicy justifications for them.
Good work, everyone.
I'm getting sidetracked. A lot to explore. What have Andraste? Right, bunch of stuff? Okay. Here. Activate. Okay, I don't know what I did. Oh. The utility dress. For Balar. Follow the chimes. Oh, it's 100 health. Well. I figured all there is to explore here. Okay.
Place, I was just thinking about this old elven lullaby. It goes, Irsa telnal, mithalas matheneras.
Did you say Isatunal?
I didn't, but it sounded like that, didn't it? I knew you'd catch that.
That's Elven. What does it mean?
We don't really know. It's an old lullaby with old words. Irsa telnal might mean I'm empty, full of nothing, if I had to guess. I don't know why I brought it up, it just came to me.
Okay, that was the set up the conversation. Changing. Ugh. New exploration level unlocked. Other fan forest. Her strange realm this mirror has taken me to has thundered somehow. I see a bright light, another island in the distance with no bridge or means of pigment. Is this some land destroyed in the war between Avernurus and the Forgotten Realms? Keep her howling. What's up with that dragon we found in that one town? That was weird. Okay. Here we go.
What happened at Demeter's Crossing spreads.
Not much we can do to stop
The whole village. Covered in blight, I heard. What could do such a thing? I hear it's Elganon and Gillenane. I won't believe it. Can't be. Our very own gods trying to kill us all? Don't be shy. Take a gander.
New items available. We sell even more valuables? Well, that we got an achievement. I'm a grenade belt. We have grenade. Elven beams? Maybe. We can get this to Bella, right? Possibly. I already gained pocket frogs. I don't know if they still make it or not. Hazard suit? Jumper's jumper?
Safe travels.
When did the troubles begin?
Recently. Around the time Solus's ritual went wrong.
The animals sensed it right away, before we even knew. Whole flocks of birds scattered to the wind. I figured something wicked was brewing. Then the holler made scarce, and I knew for sure.
Darren, I wish I had insisted to Billy that she leave the depths of the forest earlier. I knew something was wrong. My magic felt different. The air felt charged. Even the wind, rustling through the leaves, sounded like a warning. She told me to go ahead, to wait by the river. I was down by the river. I was there with the others when we started seeing a lights in the sky. I heard Arlaville never made it out. I'm so sorry. We're gonna do Harding's quest first, so I just... Huh.
Don't get lost.
Also do these in the order that we fell in love with characters. I mean, Harding had special advantage since she appeared in Inquisition.
Balara, what if Irsa Telnal was never Elven, but a mispronunciation of Issa Tunal? Maybe they knew it had something to do with the Titans and tried to write it down.
And got it wrong. Then over time the sounds shifted. That's brilliant. The lullaby's full of words that don't make sense in Elven. If this is why... I have to go look at it again.
Yeah, I think it'd be interesting. I don't know. I think I've heard that this game has a system where, like Inquisition in like Mass Effect 3, where characters who, if you don't romance them, will end up romancing each other. I don't know. I kind of would ship Valara and Harding a little bit.
Watch ahead.
That's a problem.
I also remember this as being somewhat shorter than Bellaris, or at least less complicated. I remember Bellaris' quest being a little,
This should be
difficult to navigate.
perfect. It's wide open, lots of rocks, and away from people. I don't want to try anything where I could hit someone.
Maybe if I see more of this stone magic, it'll seem less weird.
This is all new to me too, you know. Come on.
Being able to move the terrain's going to be really useful for a scout.
Getting up high, for good vantage.
Let's try it out, for practice.
All right. See this rock? I'm gonna move it.
You moved my rock.
Oh. Awkward. Why are you just standing there?
Do you want me to turn around, give you two some privacy?
But I did it before, when we were fighting Darkspawn.
We were in danger. Maybe that helped?
So, a mental cue. Some kind of emotional trigger.
Maybe you could think about how your abilities protect us.
Instinct. Protection. Shield myself. Shield others. If I had this magic before, I could have... I could have protected the people who matter.
I'm here for you if you want to vent.
And make us both miserable? Let's not. I just want to enjoy the moment. Being around you makes me feel lighter somehow.
It's gonna be
Your hair is so bright in the sunlight. Sorry, it's just really pretty.
Oh, thanks.
Are you blushing?
No. I mean, yeah. You try moving rocks with your mind. I mean...
Is it just the light bouncing off your
I
hair?
should go practice more. Shouldn't I? I should.
I wonder what's up
I think I've
there.
ever actually, like...
Think you could find us a route?
Maybe. I'll take a look.
Notice someone blushing.
I bet you could move this
Okay,
to give
anyway,
us something to
deeper
climb
on.
on.
Like, oh, I see some pink lines appearing on your cheeks. You're definitely blushing. How the heck am I supposed to know that I've successfully flirted with someone, okay? Need to get a snake eyed into a
Right.
anime world.
Well done. Let's find another rock for you to practice.
The multitudes called out, finding solace in each other.
What?
I don't know. I was just saying something, wasn't I? Huh. Just came to me.
Think you could clear a path for us?
You got it.
Look at that. You're getting good. Want to try another one?
There you go.
Practice is really helping, huh?
You might even be ready for a bigger challenge now.
The puzzle? Huh. Can the puzzle be unlocking the door instead of tapping a door and then break this days? Oh, puzzle solved. No, it's not a mystery stuff. Lowers our defense. It increases our ability damage and now weak point damage.
Over here.
So many rocks. And they feel different. That one's granite. That one's slate. I think that one might be quartz. I wonder if the rock's position affects my magic. Sorry. Just thinking out loud. Let's get back to it. Practicing, I mean. I'm on it.
Look, the abilities are still strange, but at least you're learning to control them.
Oh, absolutely.
What was that?
Someone's in trouble.
This is all around improvement.
Over here, Harding. We need to move quick.
Please, someone! Is anyone out there?
Someone's in trouble. We need to go.
I can't move.
Hold on. Up over there. I bet that's where he is. There's no way up from here. Let's look around.
How morning.
About if you move this rock? There he is. Let's hurry. Easy.
Maker, I thought I was dead for sure.
Harding wouldn't let that happen.
The rocks. How did you do that?
Eerie sound?
Harding?
Do you hear that?
Hear what?
Sister,
Making our face go
I
weird.
feel you, touched by the ancients as I was. Find me. Look to those closest to the stone, and find me.
Harding? What's wrong? What are you hearing?
I'm sorry. Let's just get our friend to safety, and then we'll talk. Okay.
First thing, your newfound gifts in the Arlefang Forest, Harding has learned to call upon the ability readily. Well, on her return, however, she was interrupted by a mysterious voice that only she could hear. The voice told Harding to seek out those closest to the stone for answers she seeks. Level up!
get to where our quest is.
Is it time again? Nice hit, bro.
Really upset, and if it stays like this, it could turn into a demon, I mean.
Could this spirit sense the agony of the Dalish who recently died in the forest?
Help them! Help me! Everything is in there! Our lives, our memories! It burns! Oh, it burns!
It burns the precious. I'm not sure if it actually saves our position or saves something. There are a bunch of things you can do. Maybe we should take 1 second of your time. You can like, subscribe, follow. Check out our socials. And also do things like supporting us financially by subscribing on Twitch. And our Patreon. But regardless of all that, I thank you very much for watching. Until next time,